Hi, Next Exchange. Vivian here. I'm going to talk about life in general. Life is so expansive when you think about the scope of it. And as we grow, it becomes even more expansive as we grow out and grow up and attain more knowledge about the world and ourselves. You know, because of the scope of life, there are so many aspects to it that can help us to have a successful life, to have a life that's meaningful with purpose and that makes us happy or makes us feel good. So, I want to talk about three. So, there's a lot of aspects, but I want to talk about um, three aspects of life that I feel that we all would benefit greatly from if we could just cultivate these things. I think they are actually powerhouses of life, and they're integrity, intention, and freedom. So, I'm going to talk a little bit about integrity first. You know, I think that integrity is such a powerhouse, and it's something to be practiced. It's something to be admired. Integrity is noble. There's nothing negative about it. And it takes a lot of practice. It takes a lot of discipline. It takes a lot of self-love. It takes a lot of selflessness. It takes a lot of care for others. It takes a lot of being about service to the world, to even try and make integrity such a great characteristic in your life. Also, integrity can be the difference between what kind of success you have. So, there are people that are successful, but some people have good success and some people have bad success. And what's the difference between the two? Well, one of the differences that I would say is a basic difference that stands out is that one gives you good success, and again, one gives you bad success. And as far as good success is a success that's liberating. So when you're doing something and you're in alignment with yourself, you're in alignment with the world, you're in alignment with divine function, there's freedom. There's freedom in that. There's joy in that. And it's liberating. When you have good success because of integrity, you're not hiding from anyone. You're not worried about anything. It's just you're living at your pace and things are just unfolding and they're good. It's good. But when you think about bad success that comes from functioning outside of a realm of integrity, that's going to bring bad success. And when you have bad success, in the end, you're going to pay. It may look good in the beginning because shiny is shiny, right? Big is big, luxurious is luxurious. But in the end, bad success demands something because there are strings attached to bad success. Think about it. Think about bad success. Where there were lies, there were manipulations, there was strife, there were all these things. So usually in bad success, there are strings attached, and in the end, you have to pay the piper. What does that look like? You have to pay it back. Somebody's going to come back. Somebody's going to want retribution. And if it doesn't come from a person, it's going to come from, I just say life. Life comes back around you full circle. And in the end, you pay what you owe. It might even come as a manifestation, in your body. You're doing a lot of things. Maybe you're doing things that might put you in danger, or you're doing things to your body and then taking things that may cause you harm or sickness. So, there's good success, there's bad success, and I think that the delineator between whether you have good success and bad success is integrity. The second powerhouse is intention. So where is your intention? What are you intending on doing? If you don't have intention, you're kind of like, scattering, scattered around. You're like a reed blowing in the wind, right? A blade of grass that just kind of is just blowing. And what is intention? There are various definitions of intention depending upon what type of circle you're in, or the culture of where it's coming from. But, intention, the intention that I'm talking about is having something set in your heart, like what it is you want to do. What is it can be the big picture, right? You have all these objectives, but you do have a final goal and you have a big picture. So that's a type of intention. And sometimes intention can be used also as faith. Where is your faith? What is your faith? What are you using your faith for? What are you in faith about? So sometimes it's a fine line between how people can use that. But I frankly believe that if you have intention, you have faith, because you have intention and there's something along with it that's going to bring that thing forward. It's going to be hard work, and it's going to be gaining knowledge. It's going to be things, but it's also a set and a willingness and a determination that is something that is innate. It's in there, and it's causing things to happen. It's in there, it's innate, and that intention or that faith helps and supports in changing things. So it will change you from the inside out, and it will also change the external. And I say intention and faith because we can see it, we can see the result of it, we can see the manifestation of what we set forth, but we can't actually always see what's happening beneath the soil. Just like when you plant a seed, you can't always see the workings of it. You till the soil. That would be cultivating your idea with your faith and your intention, and then it sprouts from the ground, and you can't really describe how it works yourself just by the naked eye looking at it. But there are ways to explain it, right? And then there are some things that cannot be explained scientifically, but you can see the works of it. The third thing is freedom. Cultivate freedom in your life. And of course, good success is one of those things that help promote freedom. Integrity helps promote freedom. But freedom is looking at your life and taking charge of it. What are the things that you want to do? You don't have to acquiesce to everything everybody says. You can say no. You can decide for yourself. You don't let people put you down. You don't let people be abusive. You don't let people dictate your life to you. Freedom is creating the labor and enjoying the fruits, right? You're creating the labor. You're creating what you're going to do. And you're doing these things, and in life you want to gain as much freedom as you can. Sometimes you may be on a job that may not, really the way it's structured affords you to move in a way of freedom that you would like to. But even within those constraints, establish freedom. So wherever you go, it doesn't matter where you are. It doesn't matter if you're not physically to move and free to move as you want. Again, using the example of perhaps the job that you're on. But everywhere you are, you can establish a line of freedom. You can establish a structure within a structure of freedom. And that freedom sometimes can expand so wide that it can break down the structure that you're in and supersede it and override it, and you find yourself in a new level of freedom, really doing even more things than you even wanted to. But you have to step out with intention, and you have to step out with integrity. So all of those things go hand in hand. So I think that those are three powerhouses. There are other powerhouses, but those are the three that come to mind. How can you move? What do you need to hone in on? And I think that it's integrity, intention slash faith, and establishing freedom in your life. And you will see that those things will bring you good success and will bring you joy, will bring you bliss, will bring you happiness, and a greater appreciation and understanding of life. This is Vivian here from Next to Change. You be the next to change.